Hello everyone, this is Donna from Even the Scales. Thank you if you've clicked on my video today. I'm on my channel to protect myself from the abuse that I'm going through here in Campbelltown, New South Wales. And first of all, I'm going to talk about the woman downstairs because this woman is out of control and no one's doing anything about her. And she's changing the atmosphere of my home in 3 different ways. She's tampering with the air and she won't stop. It's like when she sees me at peace, because she's stalking me on these illegal cameras that are in my home. So if she sees me at peace, if she sees me smiling, if she sees me just at peace, she's got to try and control the situation and she's got to abuse me because her life is codependent on me dying or having a health episode to the point where my life falls completely apart. So she's trying to control that, and she hasn't stopped since the early hours of this morning. I was tortured all yesterday until 1:30 a.m. by this landlord and these neighbours. This woman and the woman in the unit next door were back up again, tampering with my air at 4:40 a.m. 5:30 a.m. this morning, this woman downstairs was burning hot fat on a stove, and that's what she's doing right now. There's something very disturbed about this woman, and I need urgent help. She's got the fat on right now. This is how smug she is. She's turned it up because I'm making this video. So she's tampering with my air by putting this smell into my home and torturing my senses, and it's really terrible. Like it's physical abuse because it's stinging my eyes and the smell's so disgusting it makes me want to vomit. No one should have to be subjected to that in their home. She's turning it up right now, full, and what it's doing, it's setting the temperature of my unit up at least 10 degrees. So she's physically abusing me, torturing my senses, creating physical symptoms, putting the temperature of my unit up. Then she's been sending dust into my home non-stop for 11 months. My home's covered in it again. She was sending that through the night while I was sleeping, trying to deliberately affect my breathing. She likes my sinuses to play up through the night while she's stalking and abusing me because she likes me to be embarrassed and humiliated. She also likes to humiliate and degrade me when I have to clean it up. And she likes inflicting this suffering, and she's absolutely deranged, and this is why I need urgent help. She won't stop. And I've just come home and I'm in a happy mood, and she sees that, so she has to try and control it all. And St George Community Housing is allowing her to do this. They're using this woman like a weapon, like a tool, to try and abuse me to death. They are also codependent on me dying for their business. And this landlord is an absolute madman. And he's using 3 of these neighbours that connect to my unit to tamper with the atmosphere of my home. I'm in danger because of the way this woman is. She's just out of control. And I'm appealing to her family again to please, you could do something about her. You can, like you could call mental health. You can see yourself that she's got a mental health problem. It's not normal. It's not normal to sit there and stalk someone 24 hours a day and to inflict suffering. That's all she does. That's her life. She does nothing else at all because she's so obsessed with that. And, I shouldn't have to put up with this. So every time she does this today, of course I'm going to be on my channel. It's like 30 degrees here in Campbelltown, New South Wales today. She's putting the temperature of my unit up another 10 degrees. So I'm sitting here in 40 degrees temperatures, and my air's being tampered with in several ways that I'm trying to breathe. And she, she's so smug. This is why, I'm appealing. If there's anyone out there that can help me, please help me. Please help me stop this landlord, St George Community Housing, and this woman. And I just went out, and the whole time I'm out, they try and affect my self-esteem. They try and put me down in any way they can, and these are people that have been viewing into my home illegally on these cameras that the landlord has in my home. So I went out, and there wasn't as many stalkers today, though. I will say that, because I think a lot of people are backing out because they just see how disgusting the low lives, like it's just the bottom of the barrel low lives that are involved in this now. People that are capable of murder, people that are capable of torturing people, a lot of people don't want to be put in the same category as those people. And speaking of categories, I just went into a store that I go to quite often, and they put me through humiliation and degrading abuse, and they've got someone viewing into my home illegally. And what they did, it's just so immature. And they are actually stereotyping people. This is a well-known organisation, and they're singling different minority groups out, and they are making fun of them, and they think that's funny. And I can't believe that this is happening in this country, for a start, here in Australia. And I can't believe that there's people that are still thinking that backwards, that they're still making fun of people if they don't fit into their opinion of what a person should be. And I'm being discriminated against also because I'm a single woman. Because for a start, it wouldn't be happening to me if I wasn't a single woman. And they're making fun of that. Whoever this is insinuating that because I'm single, I must be gay because I haven't got a man around. But most of the men that I've seen in this town are abusers. That's why I'm single. So, I've been abused by men for 21 months here in this town. They stalk my home constantly. That doesn't mean I hate men. I'm definitely not gay, but I don't think there's anything wrong with gay people. These people are making fun of that. And it's just disgusting. It is. Who's doing this is just so backward in their thinking. And, I just mentioned the word category, where I'm categorising good and bad people because, I think that it's okay to do that. I do. Because, if you're around bad people that are abusive, it's going to affect your life in a very negative way. So I do think that it's necessary to separate yourself from abusive, negative people who just want to, abuse you and try and affect how you feel about yourself. I do think that's wrong. So I think that's an exception, I think that people that are doing stuff like that should be held accountable for their actions. I mean, these people are viewing into my home illegally. They're stalking me, and they're coming up with ways to abuse me by viewing into my house. They've gone through my personal journal, and they must have sent like a mass text out to everyone that's involved in this of every page of that journal. They've taken photos of it, and, that has to be in their phone. These people are communicating somehow, and this is how they're going to get caught. And they're using information out of that journal to abuse me with when I go out. So, yeah, when I went out just then, there wasn't as many stalkers on the road, but there was still stalkers on the road. There were still stalkers in the car park of the shopping centre I went to. There was still stalkers at the shop, and these are people that are viewing into my home illegally to get information on how to put me through abuse. But there wasn't as many people. There wasn't. So right now, I'm concerned about my welfare because of this woman downstairs. You can see what she's done. You go back on my channel, you see what this woman's done. And, if she continues today, I will be putting video after video after video out to protect myself from her because she's dangerous. She's out of control. She's abusing my air. She thinks it's her right to do that. She is a cruel sadist who is getting enjoyment out of doing this, and I want her caught, and I want her out of my home, because this woman she may as well be sitting in my home with me, because she's tampering with my air in 4 different ways. She's poisoning it with these synthetic fibers that are falling from the roof that are affecting my breathing and my throat. Then she's heating my unit up. Then she's torturing my senses. And she's making me feel sick. She's doing all that while she's watching my heart on a monitor, like sitting there, willing death on me, wishing I'd have some kind of episode, seeing if she's been successful in speeding my heart up. So see, that's it, I think, where she feels powerful. If she gets to speed my heart up, that makes her feel powerful, and that is sick. That is deranged. Like, that's my heart. She's violating my heart. She thinks that's okay. That's not okay. Then she's viewing into my home, stalking me so aggressively since 5:30 this morning. She was heating up hot oil at that time. And she never stops. She never stops stalking me. She's watching me on these cameras. She's viewing into my bedroom. Then she's watching my heart on her phone or wherever she watches this, because of this implant that's in my body. Then she's tracking my vehicle. She's watching me the whole time I'm out to see if my heart's racing, to see if I'm going through abuse while I'm out. She's watching what I buy. She's seeing where I am, what I'm doing, how long I'm going to be. And then as soon as I've walked in the door, she started again, because I'm happy, because she can't stand that, because her life depends on me being unhappy and dying, either having a mental health breakdown or dying. That's what her life depends on. When I got out of my car and I was walking into the building here, the police stalked me, the Campbelltown police. They also set it up so that abusive men were revving up cars at the same time. So that was all set up. So the police are sending a lot of those abusive men to stalk my home. So that happened as I was walking in the door. And yeah, that's about all that happened. There's not as many stalkers, but You know, I shouldn't be going through any stalking, and I want these cameras out of my home. And, you know, I am in danger with this woman because she's out of control. So I'm appealing right now. If anyone knows this woman, could you please do something about her? Because she's out of control and she's preying on my life, and I need urgent help here. You know, even if there's anyone out there that doesn't know her but can help me raise public awareness of this, please help me. And when I went out, they tried to carry out psychological abuse to make me think, like they try to affect my self-esteem. So they tried to make me think, you know, oh, like your channel, it's boring, and, you know, you got to repeat things over and over. You know, you're not going to be able to keep that going. Because they do certain things, and they put certain things in front of me to try and affect my self-esteem, different words, different things. And I think they're wrong, because I think Australia, and, you know, this channel is not for me to get 1 million supporters or anything like that. That's why I don't ask people to subscribe. This is just to create public awareness that corrupt members of the justice system and the health system and landlords like St George Community Housing are abusing people to death to escape accountability for their crimes. That's why I created this channel. So I think people are going to be interested in that. I do. So I think they're wrong. What I do think is not logical is somebody paying to send stalkers after me, like hundreds of stalkers after me every time I go out. That's not logical. But me talking about this on this channel, you know, I'm not here to, you know, to get more subscribers. I'm here to create awareness and to get help for the abuse I'm going through. That's why I created this channel. And, you know, even if a video only gets 5 views, there might be one person in that 5 people that know what to do to end this situation and help me. So that's why I created this channel. But that's what they do. They try and affect my self-esteem. They make fun of everything I do. And, yeah, that organisation, they were just making fun of gay people. They were. And I just think that's so wrong. And, you know, they're also discriminating against me because I'm a single woman. Like, just, oh, like, you must be gay because you're not with a man. No, that's not how it is. I'm just very selective. And I'd rather be alone if all there is abusive men. It's as simple as that. So, thank you if you've listened to this video. And if there's anyone out there that can help me with this woman to stop her, and this landlord, St George Community Housing, who's not stopping her, please help me, because she's terrorising me in my home. And, you know, I hope I don't have to get back on here, but you can guarantee I will if she continues. And I don't care. I don't care if I've got to create 10 videos like I had to yesterday. I will, because she's not going to do this. She's not going to tamper with my air and put the temperature in my unit up 10 degrees on what's already a hot day, just because she gets a kick out of watching someone suffer. That's sick. So thank you if you've listened to this video, and please, if you can help me in any way to get justice here, my email's in the description box. I'll also attach other videos to this one that go into more detail about other things that have happened here in Campbelltown, New South Wales over the past 21 months. And thank you very much if you've listened to this video.